either palms up or down, whichever you prefer. Wriggle into your sit bones, and then find your neutral pelvis, and then grow the spine straight up out of that. Okay? Pull the belly in gently towards the spine, and zip it up right through the heart center. See if you can drop your shoulders evenly on both sides. And we are going to breathe now for just a few moments, please. Now we may be here for 3 or 4 minutes, actually. So just stay with me, stay with you. Leave everything outside the room that doesn't belong here, please. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. I have buried a little golden thread underneath your tailbone. See if you can feel that energy right here, right now. Let's rub the palms together for just a moment and build energy. And while you're rubbing, feel for the energy of that at the base of your spine. Golden thread there, anxious and willing and ready to move. And then keep your eyes closed. With friction in your hands, put your palms right over the eyes. Just rest them for a moment. And then if you can keep your eyes closed, do that. And leave the palms, bring the palms back to your knees. And now as you inhale, pull that golden thread up through the tailbone. Through the neck, the back of the head. Let's bring it all the way over the crown and into our third eye. And then as you exhale, take it out, cross the crown, down the back, and bury it into the earth once again. And as you inhale it up, remember there are 7 energy channels, energy placements coming up through the spine. Inhale deeply until you get it to the third eye. And then exhale it very slowly out. Shoulders relax. Try not to keep them up or hold them. Let's see if we can't feel grounded and centered. As we exhale and the string comes back down into the earth, it buries there and grounds you. And then as you lift it up, it energizes the body, the mind, the spirit. As you bring it into the third eye. And then when you exhale out, very slowly take it down. Maybe put a little smile on your lips so your face is soft. Keep reaching up through the spine, through the top of the head, lifting, lifting, lifting constantly. And try not to let your bones settle. Try to lift while you sit. Stay with it for at least another 30 seconds, please. There we go, last one. And bring it down. Very nice. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Touch the thumbs right into the sternum. Take a nice deep inhale. On your exhale, bow your head, drop your shoulders. Scan your body and see how you're feeling this morning. Check in with any cramps or creaks or whatever might be bothering the body. Just check in, see what you have. And we'll work on all of it today. Let your hands come back to your lap and raise your face and open your arms very gently high. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, big forward fold. Yes, drop your head, reach out through the arms. Inhale, look up and lengthen. And then exhale and forward fold. Again, breathe deeply into the belly twice. Good. At the bottom of your exhale, pull the belly in first. Walk the hands back towards the torso as you stack one vertebra on top of the other until the top of the head reaches for the sky. This is my favorite opening for a class. Change the cross the legs. It kind of gets into your hips and your back and your arms and pretty much everything to kind of warm you up. Arms come up. Exhale, bring it down. Forward fold. Stretch it out. Drop your head and then breathe deeply into the belly. Come Imagine pushing the oxygen into all of the cells of the body as you breathe. And then the belly gets pulled in first. Walk the hands back towards your torso. Let your head hang. You can stack one vertebra on top of the other until the top of the head reaches for the sky. All right, now we're going to take a chance and we're going to spread, straddle split. Yeah, give it a go. Put them out there however far they'll go for you. And then see if you can neutralize your pelvis once again as you sit straight up and down. Shoulders down your back, toes go straight up. You want energy through the legs, the knees face straight up. And then put the hands behind you. Yep. And then we'll lean into those arms. You could just put the palms down, bend the elbows, take the shoulders back, and then scoop the shoulder blades underneath your heart. And pick the head up, up, up. And just keep reaching it up and breathe. Breathe right into your heart center. And let your neck stretch back. Good, one more deep inhale. On this exhale, let's pick the neck up, pick the head up, very gently, very, very slowly. Get your bearings. And then walk the hands towards your torso till you're seated straight up and down once again. And then the hands will come in front. Now, if this is as much stretch as works for you without rounding your back, I would like you to try to keep the shoulders back and straight spine all the way through the top of the head. If you can walk it forward, the flex is at the hip flexor. It's not at your belly. You're not going to roll over in your spine at all. Just walk your torso forward, lead with your heart, and only go so far as you can go without rounding your shoulders, okay? So keep taking, like there's a string at the top of your head, keep lengthening out there, lengthen out. Breathe into your heart center. And we'll be here for a few minutes because we're going to see if we can maybe get the torso and the hip flexors to relax a little bit. Maybe it'll allow our torso to go down a little bit further without forcing it. So just stay with you, stay with the breath. Keep energy through those legs. It's important that you pay attention to that and pull the belly in to protect your low back. Okay, I made it down to my elbows so far. Wherever you are is perfect for your body. Okay, so breathe into that and be. Use your breath. Oxygenate your body. Very healthy. See if you can actually raise the breath into the brain even. When you inhale. Feed your brain, feed your face. We all want to get beautifully oxygenated faces. So breathe into that area. Just because you can. That's all. No big mystery to it. Just because you can. And as you exhale, maybe your torso is going to come down a little bit deeper. Maybe. Wherever it goes, just kind of take it to its edge. And that's where you stay, and that's where you breathe. You Continue to engage your legs. Push through the heels. Pull the toes back. Feel that stretch through the hips, the hip flexors, the groin area. Breathe into it. Good. 2 more. Deep inhales and exhales. And at the bottom of an exhale, pull the belly in first. We're going to walk the hands back towards the torso. We're coming up with a flat spine though, nice and straight. Don't round it up this time. Just bring yourself all the way up till you're seated. And this string is being pulled at the top of your head. Then we're going to take the left hand down the left leg, right arm is up. We're going to take a side stretch. So if you can bring that right arm behind your head and actually turn your head to look up, maybe underneath that arm. And then just breathe your way down into your side stretch. Breathe right into that right lung. Open those ribs and press through the right sit bone. Because sometimes that will lift off the mat. And you get to round over here and breathe deeply into that lung. Good. Now, on this next inhale, I want you to see if you can open your arm and open your heart. And maybe your heart will go up to the sky. Maybe. And then as you exhale, this is just a little bit of a spiral here. See if you can exhale and face your foot, your left foot, maybe touch the toe, maybe, or something. Inhale, lift that arm up, spiral it open. Take your heart to the sky as best you can. And then exhale, close off the spiral, maybe touch your toe if that's doable. We're going one more time. Inhale, lift. Take it out, that's your exhale. Right to the sky. And then inhale, lift. And we'll close it up. Maybe touch the toe, look down. And then as you pick this right arm up, bring your torso up this time. And then take this right hand to the right leg. The left arm comes up and behind. Reach, reach, reach. And take a nice deep side stretch. Just reach over the top. Oh, I don't care if you touch your toes. Doesn't matter. But I do want you to just reach out so you can feel your ribs expand here on the left as you breathe into the left side body. Look underneath that left arm. See if you can look up. Breathe, stretch it out. Oh. Feed your body all that oxygen while you breathe. Good. And then from here, we're just going to open the arm out. See if you can find your wingspan here and get your chest up to the sky. And then on the exhale, we're going to take a little spiral, turn, and maybe touch your toe on the right, maybe, or at least reach that direction. And then inhale and lift. And open your heart once again. And then on the exhale, you're going to take it down and close it. Very mindful of the spiraling that you're doing in the side body. Inhale, lift. Open up the heart. Inhale, lift. And exhale it closed. Ooh, nice. Reach it out. And then bring it up, straight up. Good for you. Now, let's pick up these knees and bring the feet together. Soles of the feet together, knees out. Rock and roll side to side. And massage those sit bones. See if you can rock all the way over with that. See how good that feels. Yeah, it goes right over your connections for those hamstrings and things. Okay, and then I want you to sit up nice and straight and tall. And then we're going to butterfly these knees. Butterfly, up and down, up and down, up and down. Yep. And then press the knees as you hold on to your ankles. Pull your shoulders down with those knees and press them towards the floor and lift the top of the head up. Hold the belly. Don't hold your breath, please. A couple of breaths. And then release and butterfly again. Breathe. And again, nice deep inhale. And then exhale, let's press those knees down as we lift up our heart. Top of the head reaches up. Shoulders go down. Breathe a couple of breaths. Lift right through. All the way up to the top of the head. Up as high as it will go. And then release those knees. Round your back just a little bit. Kind of wiggle through your hips and your knees. Good. Now, a couple of cat-cow stretches seated. So holding on to the ankles, we're going to inhale and come forward for a cow stretch. Stretch your neck. Exhale, come on back. Round the shoulders and pull it back. Oh, and you should feel that right between your shoulder blades. Inhale, coming forward. Lift and arch. Push your neck, push your chin out. Exhale, round forward, drop your head and pull it back. And you should feel right between those shoulder blades. One more time, inhale, lift. Yep, and exhale, bring it back. Pull. Nice, good. And then let's just cross one ankle over the other. You can come up however is comfortable to you into a tabletop. Make sure the hands are underneath your shoulders. Knees are about an inch behind your hips, okay? And then we're just gonna take a deep inhale, look up as in cow. Exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, and be in cat stretch for a moment. As you push the mat away, it's a little bit different than the seated cat-cow. Inhale, looking up, arch the back. Exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. And pull up that back body nice and high. Now hold it up here for just a moment. And as you slide, I want you to glide your hips back while you're still in your angry cat stretch. And then neutralize your pelvis. Pick your head up and lengthen through your spine. And then glide yourself back into table. Inhale, look up into a cow stretch. Exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, pick your back body up. Now hold that. Pushing the mat away. Glide your hips back toward your heels, still in your angry cat. And then you're going to neutralize this pelvis, lift the head up, lengthen through the spine, and glide forward. Woo. For your tabletop, how about that? Curl your toes under, pick your hips straight up, slide them high, push into those hands, and then shift your weight back for your downward facing dog. Push it back. Oh my goodness me. Hello. Good morning, Monday. Bend one knee, press through the heel of the other foot so you can find the stretch on the back side of your leg through the calf. And switch. Inhale and switch. Keep pressing those hips to go back. Inhale and switch. Walk your dog very mindfully. A couple more times. Inhale, switch. Push it back. See if the heel goes to the mat. One more. Inhale and switch. Good. And then as you put both heels back, lengthen up through your spine, fly your tailbone nice and high, and then come up high on the balls of the feet. Shift your weight forward so your arms, your shoulders come right over your hands. And then you're going to bend the knees to an 8 count. 7, 6, 5, we're going into table. 4, roll the belly. 3, 2. Now hover your knees for a moment. Just hover. Yeah, pull the belly nice and tight. And then allow the knees to come down. Wonderful. And then let's just point the toes back. And we're going to sit back on our heels and bring the hands back to our feet and just roll over your thighs here. Turn into a little cocoon for just a moment. Breathe into your belly. So your whole torso is kind of like a bellows. It opens and closes. And your low back gets a nice stretch right there. So enjoy it. Good. From here, bring the hands under your shoulders. Sit up on your heels for just a moment. And we'll get our stretch out of the way that I need so desperately. Oh my gosh. Just stretch out the ankles, tops of the feet. Elbows and shoulders come back. Lift the top of the head straight up. Breathe. Feed oxygen throughout your body, throughout your system as you breathe. Nice and deep. And then as you come forward, shake those feet. Bounce them out. And then we're going to curl the toes under this time for our toe squat. And we'll sit back on top of the heels again, curling the toes under and sitting on top of those heels. Bring the thumbs in, elbows and shoulders go back. Sit up nice and straight and tall. Be heavy on the heels and stretch those toes. Stretch the soles of your feet. Breathe. Send energy down to the feet. One more. Deep inhale. On the exhale, bring it forward. Nice. Good. Then curl the toes under. Just keep them under. Pick your hips up. And push it back to down dog. Hello. Yeah. Let's take the right leg straight back and up. Pushing into the hands now. See about your three-legged dog. Just have that right leg up about the height of your hip. Toes face straight down. Keep your left hip underneath of you. Square off the hips. Take one more deep inhale. On the exhale, let's bring that right foot down, right next to the right, about 3 inches away from your left. And then let's step into the right and take the left up. Try not to move your hips. Leg goes straight out of the hip. Foot goes straight down. Just relax your neck. And you can look at your own feet here to see what's going on. And press into the hands with the heel to go down to the mat. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let's bring that foot down. Good. Now, very mindfully walk that dog again. Push through one heel. Push to the other one, bend and push. Breathing. Good, and then as you press both heels back this time, push into your hands and fly your tailbone as high as you can. Find your best downward facing dog right here. And then we're going to walk or step or jump our feet up between the hands. Whatever's most comfortable for you. Inhale, come up halfway. See if you can straighten through the knees when you do that. And arch your back almost to a cow stretch. And then exhale and forward fold. Take the top of the hip towards the back. Heel and toe your feet, hips width apart. We're going to hang. You can grab opposite elbows. Be in Uttanasana here for just a few moments. Can't get enough hamstring stretching. Breathe into that. Now, imagine your spine opening, 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 and lengthening out so the top of the head reaches closer towards the mat. Just let your head dangle. Let it relax. And send energy, send that prana all through the back of the legs and through your hips and down your spine as you breathe. Take it in through the nose, out the mouth. Good. One more of those. And as you exhale, release your hands down to the mat. Let them dangle. And then we're going to bend into these knees and we're going to roll ourselves up. So let your head hang and be the last thing to come up as you press into the feet and roll your body up. Just roll, 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 roll. All the way up to stand. Ah, nice. Let's find Tadasana. So your feet come together, more or less. Sometimes for balance sake, you might want to separate the feet. But you kind of like to have the big toes touching at least. And then engage your legs, pick up the kneecaps, inward spiral of the thighs. Curl the pelvis under, pull the belly in. Hands come to the heart center. Shoulders are down your back. Reach the top of the head to the sky. Breathe here for just a moment. Now think about this entire planet for just a moment. Imagine the suffering that goes on. Put that in your heart, and let's do our first sun salutation in honor of this. On your first inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. In honor of everyone on the planet. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step all the way back to your push-up position. Chaturanga, or take it all the way to the mat and into cobra. Otherwise, come up to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, push it all the way back. And then step or walk or jump your feet up between your hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Look at your knees, relax your chin, your neck. Standing all the way up with a flat back, come up, look up to the thumbs, and bring all of this universe right into your heart center. And be with that for just a moment. That's a lot of energy right there. Breathe. Positive vibes only, okay? Send it out there for everyone. Again, inhale, arms come high. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step or lightly jump back to your push-up position. Chaturanga, or take it all the way to the mat and come into cobra. Otherwise, you have up dog, and then you push your hips up and walk it back to your downward facing dog. Push it all the way back, get a stretch. Step or walk or jump your feet up between your hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And then press the feet, arms come all the way out and up. Gather the universe into your heart and bring it in. That's your exhale. Shoulders down on your back. Think of all the loved ones in your life, everyone that you love, all the people that love you. Let's do this one for them. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step or lightly jump back to your push-up position. Chaturanga, or all the way to the mat. And inhale through cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push it all the way back. And then step or walk or jump the feet up. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And then stand it all the way up. Arms come out and up. Exhale. Bring those loved ones into your heart. And be with that for just a moment. Just breathe. in honor of our practice today. Inhale, the arms come high. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step or lightly jump back to a push-up position. Chaturanga. Inhale through to up dog or cobra. Get a nice arch. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push it all the way back. And take your right leg straight back and up. Open the hip. Take it as high as it will go. Just reach it up there. Let your head come towards the mat. Bend the knee. And then let it fall over to the left side. Maybe you can see your right foot underneath your left arm. Maybe. Let it stretch out. Inhale. Take that right leg straight up. Square the hips. We're going to swing it through. And we're going to find warrior one. All the way up. Take your time. Once you find your warrior, square those hips. Come into that front knee as best you can and make this back leg nice and strong. Reach to the outside of the foot on that back leg. Breathe. Open the heart. Arms come out. We're going to interlace behind. And then see if we can open up the heart, open the shoulders, lift. Big inhale. Exhale. Humble warrior. Humble. Very gentle. Pressing into that right foot. Hold on to it. Keep your hips underneath of you. Then on your next inhale, up comes the torso. Release the hands. Inhale, the arms come high. Bring them together. Exhale, open to warrior two. So that means open your hips. Instead of facing that direction, now we're facing them that direction. Your gaze goes over that right hand. You're still in this right knee for warrior two. Very strong. Breathe. Good. Inhale, straighten your right knee. Just come right up. Keep your hips where they are. Try not to fall into the hip. Bring it right underneath of you. Exhale, back into that right knee. Go a little bit further this time, just because you can. Woo-hoo. And then we'll drop the left hand down to the back leg. Right arm comes up. And we'll take a nice peaceful warrior. Yep. And then as you come up, come back to warrior two. Breathe. Gazes over this right hand. Just be in your zone here, right? Inhale, straighten the knee. Ooh. Exhale, with your knees straight, reach to the front of the room, wherever that is for you, and find triangle. Open your heart. Maybe take your gaze up. Hold the belly. Curl the pelvis under. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. Reach out through the top of the head. Breathe. Maybe as you press into that right foot, if you want to take the right arm up, maybe, or not. Just for a moment. And then we'll exhale that hand back down. Take a deep inhale. Exhale your left hand down around to the back. Circle until you bend your right knee. Bring both hands either side of your right foot. Come into lunge, vinyasa, or step right back to dog. Yes. Push it back. Good. I'm going to turn around. Stay where you are. I'm just going to turn around so I can be the other direction. Pushing back your dog. Now take your left leg straight back and up. And open your hip. And then bend the knee. And allow that leg to just fall off to the right side. Maybe you can see your foot underneath your right arm. Maybe not. Breathe here. Let it stretch, and then inhale, the leg comes up. Square these hips. Swing that left leg through, and find your warrior one. Whew. Hips square to your front. Okay? Yes. So you pull this right hip and you pin the left hip back. It's kind of a scissor motion. But you don't crank your knee on the right. Keep pressing out to the outside of that back foot. Yep. Arms come straight up. Breathe. Beautiful warrior one. Open the arms. Let's take them back. Let's put the other pinky interlaced on the bottom. And then open up the heart and the arms. And exhale into a humble warrior. Keep your hips square. Try not to throw that left hip out. Breathe here for a moment. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. Good. On your next inhale, press that left foot, lift the torso, release the arms to come all the way up, touch at the top, and then we open out. Here two. Nice. Breathe. Just hold it. Your gaze goes over your left hand. Inhale, straighten your left knee. Just straighten it up. Check in with your hips. Make sure they're underneath of you and you're not pushing one hip out or the other. And then as you exhale into the knee, again, take the arms out and gaze over that left arm and maybe go a little deeper this time. And breathe. Feel the opening that you're getting through this inner thigh. Drop your back hand and let's take a peaceful warrior. Reach it up and back. And then as you come forward into warrior two, keep the knee. Breathe. Oh my gosh. Inhale, straighten that knee. And then we're going to reach towards your front with a straight knee. Find your triangle. Take your gaze forward, maybe even up. Tuck the pelvis. Roll it under, pull the belly, lengthen through the top of the head, and work your triangle. You have 5 lines of energy through this triangle. 2 arms, 2 legs, and your torso. And you would like to have this be straight. The torso wants to be straight rather than round. You're trying to be at an angle to the floor, parallel to the floor, maybe. Breathe. Good. Maybe press into that left leg and pick up this left arm. Oh, hello. Yeah, that'll get your hamstring good. Woo. Take that hand back down. Take a deep inhale. Exhale the hand to the back wall. Circle it. Bend into the left knee. Bring the hands either side for lunge. Step back to dog or vinyasa. Whichever you choose. And push it back. Nice. Press it all the way back. Good. From here, we're going to step or walk or jump both feet up between the hands. Bring the feet together or maybe 3 inches apart. We're going to come up fully, Ardha Uttanasana, to open up your heart and reach out your head. And as you exhale, we're going to bend into these knees. Just bend. And then we're going to bring the arms forward. And we're going to sit in Uttanasana. Uttanasana. Chair. Hello, chair pose. See if you can sit it back. Plug those femurs down and back through the hips. Breathe, keep your chin lifted. Good, ready? One more, deep inhale, lift, high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step or lightly jump back to push-up position. Hold your push-up for just a moment. Say hi. How's that feel? Hold the belly. And then if you wanted to take a side arm balance, step into your right hand and just roll over to the left. Stack your feet. Lifting the hips, take that left arm high. Or if you prefer, you bring that right knee down for a modified side arm balance. And lift. Either way. Maybe take that left leg up. Woo, wherever you happen to be, you can bring it down very nicely, gently. Step back, chaturanga, or not. Step back to dog if that's where you need to be. Exhale, take it all the way back. Push. Woo. Step or walk or jump your feet up between the hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold, heel and toe the feet about 3 inches apart. And as you sit, the arms come up for Uttanasana. Once again, chair pose. Breathe. Nice. One more. Deep inhale. And exhale. Now inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step or lightly jump back to your push-up position and hold it. And then as you step into your left hand, maybe you'll stack your feet and find your side arm balance. Woo! Or if you're with me, you will put your left knee down for a modified side arm balance. And that's fine too. Pick that right leg up, see if we can really balance. And then you'll exhale that down, hand comes down, step back to dog or vinyasa. Go all the way down. Yes. Good. And then let's come up high on the balls of the feet. Now shift your weight back so your hips go over your heels. As close to that as you can get it. Your head's coming close to the mat. And then shift your weight to more of a plank. Arms over your hands. And then we're going to bend the knees slowly. 6, 5. Pull the belly in. 4, 3. We're coming into table. Now hover your knees. Just hover. And then as you allow them to come down to the mat, we're going to put the toes together, separate your knees as wide as your mat. And we'll push back to child's pose. Just bring it down. Whew. And relax. Bring your focus back to your breathing, back to your body. Take a couple of breaths, in through the nose, out the mouth. And again, in through the nose, out the mouth. There we go. Very good. And then pick your head up. And your forearms are already on the floor. Imagine. At least mine are. Send your hands straight out in front as best you can. Okay? And then as you pick your hips up, bring the knees closer together. Curl the toes under. We're going to pick it up for dolphin. I know. You can do it. Yeah, you can. Ready? Pick her right up. Woo! Push into those elbows. Maybe walk the feet a little bit closer and then push your hips back. Nice, deep, strong push. Take it as far as you can. Come down when you're ready. And you do it very gently. Bring the knees down. Point the toes back. Sit down on your heels. Hands come back to your feet. And relax for just a moment. Try to find your ujjayi breathing. So it's controlled, it's not gasping for air, which is where I start. And then you find your breath and you bring it down. Let your shoulders completely relax here. And then just because we can, and we're so close to the floor, the elbows are going to come out in front again. Hands come in front of that. Okay? Now notice where your shoulders are and push them away from your ears. As you pick your hips up, curl the toes under, press into your dolphin pose. Now push your hips back. Push into those forearms. Breathe. Let's take the right leg straight back and up. Woo! And then let it come down gently. And maybe the left one will come straight back and up. Up, 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 up. Try to keep it square. And then as that foot comes down, very mindfully, bring the knees down. Yep. And then let's do this. Let's just swing our legs around to the front and come down to our backs. Just come on down. Pull your knees in. Rock and roll, side to side. Nice. Now, I didn't say at the beginning of class to have a block. So hopefully you all have at least one block, because we're going to go into a supported bridge, right? So it's going to be feet coming to the mat, knees up. Your feet are only about hips width apart. Walk your shoulder blades underneath your back. And then the arms are flat on the mat. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, press through the feet to curl the pelvis under and pick your hips up and up. Maybe interlace your fingers. Let's go into a full bridge right here. Just press it up and lift. Woo, 3 deep inhales and exhales. 2. Should be on the tip top of your shoulders, I hope, and the back of your head, not your neck. And then on your exhale, you can release the hands, walk your spinal column down 1 vertebra at a time. Until you come all the way back to the mat. Yeah, we're not going to do supported just yet. We're going to do another bridge just like that. So inhale, pressing and lifting. Walk the shoulders underneath of you. Interlace your fingers underneath of you. See if you can get to the top. So if you press into those legs, those feet, push your hips up, curling the pelvis, and pushing up to the tops of your shoulders. Lift as high as you can. Lift. 2 more breaths. Good. And on the exhale, you can release the hands. Walk your shoulder blades out to the side. Allow your body to come down. And then just let your knees drop side to side. And from here, The knees are going to come up. And let's do cross that right foot over your left knee. We'll just go into a nice hip stretch here. So pull it in, thread the needle. Interlace those fingers right behind that left knee. Pull the knee towards your left shoulder. Flex both feet purposefully. Send the right knee straight out to the right side as best you can. When you're on your back like this, I prefer that you do not roll your head either way. Just let it be comfortable through the neck and the shoulder area. And as you breathe, maybe pull that left knee towards your left shoulder a little bit more. See how deep you might be able to get into that right hip. We've already opened it. We've done warriors. We've done triangle. So now it's just a matter of seeing if we can just bring it just a little deeper. And then now I want you to roll your head towards the left hip. And then roll up on your left hip. Keep your right knee out. As you balance on that left hip, focus on that right hip and the stretch that it gets. Breathe into that. Good. And then as you come back to neutral, let's drop this left foot down first. And then we're going to continue to drop. So we're going to actually twist. We're going to drop the right foot across the body. Your left knee goes down. Your right foot goes all the way down to the mat or the floor. With your left hand, pull that right foot closer towards your torso first. And make sure and try sending the right knee straight up and maybe away. Okay. Shoulder blades are under your back. Your gaze can go to the right, opposite of where your legs are. If you want to take it one step further, then you grab your left foot with your right hand and bring that foot up to your hips and then press through that left knee down to the mat. So both knees are pressing away. Just breathe here while your body settles into this pose. One more deep inhale. On the exhale is when you can release that left foot, release the right foot, bring your knees back up, uncross, get your pelvis, get your sacrum flat on the mat, and bring the right foot down. And then cross the left one over the top. Flex it purposefully, send that left knee out to the left as you pick up the right leg. Interlace behind that right knee and pull the right knee towards your right shoulder. And breathe into your left hip. Nice and slow and easy, but feel that left hip. See if you can give it a little extra oomph, maybe not. Wherever you happen to be with it, it's all good. And when you're ready, let your gaze just kind of go to the right. It doesn't have to, don't crank your neck. Just let it kind of slope over. And then come up on your right hip. As you press that left knee out to the side, Feel the little different stretch that you get through that left area. The low back, the left hip. You might even want to rock on it just a little bit. Whatever feels good to you. You keep trying to pull that right knee towards your right shoulder. When you've had enough of that, maybe you'll push it a little bit further. You might go down a little bit more. You might not. It's up to you. We have plenty of time to do that. Then come back to your neutral. Bring that right foot down. Knees straight up. Your left foot is still flexed. Now we're going to drop the right knee and the left foot down to the side. So you're standing on your left foot. Grab it with your right hand and see if you can pull that foot in just a little bit towards your torso. And as you press the left knee out, straight up and out, be ever so mindful of where you are. If this is as far as your twist wants it goes, then be with this and breathe with that. Straighten out your right leg if you need to, okay? Play with it a little bit. Or if you want to take it a little bit further, then you bring that right foot in closer, grab it with your left hand, and see if you can get your heel up to your hips. So you have both hands on either foot. Get heavy in the body. Press your right knee down towards the mat. You'll get a bit of a thigh stretch right there, quads. As you press the left knee straight up. Just going to strengthen through the hip flexors and the hamstrings for you. So breathe. Keep pressing both knees away. And if you're really happy here, stay. Otherwise, start to unwind yourself by releasing the feet. Bring the knees up. This time, let's bring them into your chest. And rock and roll across the sacrum and across your spine and your kidneys. Breathe into those kidneys. Rock way up onto that hip. Maybe up to that pelvic point. Good. And then as you come to neutral, separate the knees out to the side. Bend your knees, keep them bent. Hands are on insides of your knees. Separate them out and reach to the outsides of your feet for happy baby. Give it a go. Once you have that, see if you can first get your shoulders to go down your back. Pick up your head and lengthen out the back of your neck, and then keep your chin lifted. Breathe here for a moment as you pull both feet straight down. Your entire spine wants to be on the mat, flat. So breathe into that. Breathe deeply into your back body. As you're pulling the knees down, you're kind of squishing yourself down into the mat. Breathe into your back body so that it's pushing away from the mat. So you have two different dynamics going on all at the same time. Pushing and pulling, pushing and pulling. Breathing. And if you want to, release the feet. Take your peace fingers around your big toes and see if you can just stretch out the knees. Just lengthen all the way out and push the heels towards the bottom of the mat for a nice stratum. Rock your hips if you want to, just by pulling down on one hand and then the other. Just rock them. You don't have to rock your torso, just your hips. See how that feels for you. And even stay here long enough to breathe. Into the nose, out the mouth. Pull your shoulders down to the mat and away from your ears. Good. And then we'll release that. Bring the knees in. Hug them into your chest once again. Rock and roll. And then we're going to straighten the left leg down on the mat. Just let it go all the way down to the mat. Right arm out to the side. Left hand goes to the outside of that right knee, and we're going to cross over the body for twist. So just drag the knee across your body. Don't take it all the way to the floor. Your gaze goes right. Your right shoulder blade comes down to the mat. Be with this twist. Breathe into it. Maybe your right hip is getting a bit of a stretch as well. And focus on that for a moment. And then as you're ready, roll your head over to the left, very gently and slowly. Look at that right foot. Now push the foot out to the wall in front of it. Straighten the knee. And then as you bring the leg up on its own, settle your right hip back down on the mat. And then bring both knees in. Nice and tight. Pull the knees tight so you can feel the low back get a stretch. And then let your right leg go long on the mat. Left arm out to the side, right hand to the outside of this left knee. Cross it over the body. Just drag it across. Only the hips. Twist. Shoulder blades stay flat on the mat. Gaze goes left. And reach out so your left shoulder blade comes down. Breathe. Let that left knee just hover. I'm still holding mine with my right hand. And then if you want to, very mindfully, take your gaze to the right. Just roll your head to the right. And then flex that left foot. Push through the heel as you straighten it ahead. Straighten it out to the wall in front of you. And then on its own accord, bring that leg up. The left hip comes down to the mat. Bring both knees in once again. Rock and roll side to side. Ooh, a little cool down here. Yeah. And then as you're ready, Shavasana. So legs are going to go straight out. If you want a typical, really nice Shavasana, just take your legs straight out. Let them be separated comfortably. And then the feet just splay out to the side comfortably. And then relax your feet and your ankles and your knees and your thighs and your quads and your hips. Relax the pelvis. Relax through the belly. Your arms are comfortably away from the torso. Palms open up to the sky. So you don't have to hold them down. Just let them roll naturally open. You should be right on the back of your head. Neck is long. Relax through your heart center and your shoulders. Up the spine. Coming through the neck, relax the neck and the chin. Relax those shoulders, coming out the arms, the elbows, the hands, relax. Relax your face. Relax your jaw. When you close your lips, allow your teeth to just stay open so you don't grip your jaw. And then let the tongue lie down right behind the teeth. Here again, put a little smile on your lips. And you'll feel those muscles in your face relax. Lovely. I'll just be with you. Shavasana is the only pose in yoga you do not have to pay attention to the breathing. Allow your breath to come back to its normal rhythm, along with the rest of your body. Find that rhythm, your own rhythm in your body. See how that feels to you. Continue relaxing the spine, the low back, the hips, the shoulders, the neck. Begin to bring your attention back to your breathing. Very mindfully, deeper breaths. Start to rock your head side to side as you wake up the fingers and toes, putting movement into the body. Stay with you, please. Maybe take the arms up overhead, stretch them out long. Stretch your entire body out. Just like you're waking up in the morning. And then maybe bend the knees and rock it over to the right or left. Be there for just a moment. And when you're ready, you will continue rolling until both hands can help you up to an easy seated position. Let your head be the last thing to come up. Doesn't matter which way you end up facing. Close your eyes if you can. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Touch the thumbs right into the sternum. Drop your shoulders. Take a deep inhale. And on your exhale, bow your head. Scan your body and see how it feels now. And then thank yourself for being here today. I thank you for being here today. I'm a firm believer in yoga. I believe it's one of the best things you can do for yourself. Take your time with it. Your poses are your poses. They don't have to be perfect ever. You strive to make them the best that you can for you. That's all. And your body loves you for it. Whew. Take a moment with me, please. Send out your love and your thoughts and prayers to the people on this planet that are suffering. Send them your highest vibration for peace and love and compassion. Thank you. The divine light within me honors the divine light within you. Namaste. Okay. Thank you very much.
you.
Happy Monday. Woo-hoo, we made it. Yes, we did. I don't think any of us thought we were going to make it, but we did. Yes, we did. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Let me know if you're doing Facebook Live on Wednesday.
Oh, I will. I'll check into that with Christine. Today I'm going to sub for Kelly at 5 and at 6:30.
Oh,
Tomorrow I have my 4 o'clock, and
Yeah.
I'll check on Wednesday for you. Okay?
Okay. Hey, I like that twist you did after Thread the Needle a lot.
After who? What?
After Thread the Needle, the twist we went into with.
Wasn't that lovely? Yeah.
I like that very much. Yeah.
Did you catch the tail? Were you able to catch
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Yeah, and then you press them out. I love that twist.
Yeah, it was not. Never done it before. I liked it.
Good for
Thank
you.
you.
All right. See ya.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye, Christine.